Welcome to my add-on video for Classic World of Warcraft. To save you guys some time, I'm just going to leave a list and show on screen what add-ons I currently use. Feel free to like and subscribe as you're down there, as I'm going to definitely hurt the algorithm for this video, giving you guys everything you need to know right then and there. All my WeakAuras are in the Discord as well, and feel free to reach out to me on Discord if you have any other questions. Without any other explanation, let's just get right into the video and talk about each add-on that I use and give you a little bit of an explanation on what they do. First up, we have Bag, Brother, and Bagnon. This kind of works all together, combines all of your bags together, so we can go and check this character and see the bank as well, and I can go and check all my different characters. I can check the bank, and it combines all the bags together. Very nice and neat. DBM as well as DBM PvP. Both of these add-ons do two different things. For boss mods instead of raids, this will allow you to see when a certain mechanic is about to come up, pretty much necessary while you're raiding. And then for the PvP edition, this will allow you to see when a bunker is about to cap inside of Alterac Valley, as well as the flags inside of Arathi Basin. Next, we have Atlas, which ties into Atlas Loot. This allows you to open up and see all of the different loot inside of the dungeons, as well as a map to show you exactly where to go. This also has the crafting materials and the resources for everything needed, so you can scale through this and kind of figure out what you need for each item. Next, we have Attune, which allows you to track your attunements to each raid. So for multi-core, get level 55, pick up attunement to the core, go pick up the core fragment, turn the quest back in, and then you're attuned to molten core. So we have all the raids here, the miscellaneous stuff like the Aqua Quintessent, as well as the keys for Blackrock Depths, as well as Skullomance. Next, we have CharacterStatsClassic. This allows you to track very important stats inside of your character screen, like your hit rating, your crit percentage, as well as your spell hit rating. So normally you don't see all these important stats by default, so I highly recommend getting that add-on. Next, we have Click Links. Allows you to just click a link within chat, copy and paste it into your browser. So if you have an SR run or you have a Discord you need to join for a pug, you can do that very easily. For details, it's this over here where you can track your damage, your healing, damage taken, check your resources as how much mana you're getting back or something like that, as well as checking for interrupts, dispels, and that death log to try to fix something maybe that went wrong. Next, we have the 5-second rule. If you look down here at my player portrait, you will see this bar going across. Every time it reaches the end of my frame, what happens is I will regen mana or health, known as the 5-second rule, or you can also kind of maximize this and drink or eat at the end of this, known as tick drinking, and this is when the server tick will enable you to gain health or gain mana. So super helpful. And here are my settings for the 5-second rule if you want to copy exactly the way I have it. Next, we have FojjiCore. I just use this for textures for WeakAuras. Here's what some of them look like, for example. Next, we have Gargul. This is just a loot add-on that helps me with GTFOs, soft res runs, that's my BIS, auto looting, all that good stuff. So super helpful add-on. Highly recommended as a lot of players use this nowadays. Next, we have GatherMate2 and GatherMate2Data. These both work together. GatherMate2Data will import all of the nodes and resources from Wowhead. And so what you'll do is you get GatherMate2 to track the resources, and then you go down here to where it says import. Go ahead and go over to Burning Crusade, for example, and then import the data. And then once you import all the data, you'll be able to see all of the herbs, all of the mining spots, all of the fishing locations, treasure chests, and even gas clouds. And then GTFO just gives you notifications whenever you're standing in fire, or if you mess something up and you're standing in front of a cleave. Super helpful even in simple raids like Classic WoW. Next, we have ItemRack Classic and the options. So what that does is it's this right here. You can just switch easily between two sets. You build them up and then you can make one for PvP, DPS, or even tanking, for example. And yeah, if you want to go a step further, you can actually swap anything around and do this. If you hit Alt and click, you'll come up like this, and then you can unlock it and snap them together. These two down here are my trinkets, as typically that's the only two things I really care about tracking. And then as long as I see this up here, I know that I'm in my Fury set, so I'm good to go. Next, we have Leatrix Maps and Leatrix Plus. Leatrix Maps shows you all of a zone, even if you haven't discovered it yet. So for example, right here, I'm in Tanaris. I haven't discovered all of this, but I'm able to see it. I can see spirit healers. I can see how to get to the next zone, how to get to Silithus from Ungoro, for example. It's right here. Super helpful, as well as showing the raids and other useful locations throughout the game. Next, we have Leatrix Plus. Here's my settings, just a ton of really good quality of life things, automating quests, selling junk, repairing automatically. It just does what a ton of other add-ons do separately, and it's all bunched into one together. And real quick, I'm just going to click through and show all of my settings, and not go into everything super in depth, but try to show you guys what everything does. The enhanced tooltips over here is what this looks like. So it allows you to see more of your quests as well as the text inside of it as well. And then super helpful for your professions as well. This is what it looks like when you open those up. So yeah, here's frames. This is the only other thing that I have. And then system, super helpful to get rid of that disable glow. You see this right here? Yeah, just super easy on your eyes if you take that off and stuff like that. But yeah, that's it. And then mute sounds, I have these turned off. Next, we have the LFG bulletin board, which is this right here. Allows you to see groups forming for raids, battlegrounds, all that good stuff, making it a lot easier to find groups. Next, we have LogoutSkips, which don't technically work at the moment. Maybe they do start working again in the future. For example, this is what they typically look like. So you can die in the back of this cave over here, and then you'll spawn at Razor Hill, for example. And then same thing for LogoutSkips. If you log out above a certain platform to where your feet are so far off the ground, you can end up rezzing to the top of it, and then you'll come out at the Spirit Healer. These currently don't work. I've just kept it because it is very nice early on doing death skips and skipping around the world. Best in slot. This is all of the best in slot lists from Wowhead, and it will go on top of certain items, letting you know that, hey, this is your period bis, this is your phase 1 bis, and so on. Next, we have method raid tools, which is this right here. It allows you to do a bunch of different things. You could do visual notes like this and draw like certain things to show boss positioning and things like that. Set reminders, raid cooldowns if you want to coordinate cooldowns a little bit more efficiently, like challenging shouts and which warrior is in the rotation. Super helpful. Next, we have the MinimapButtonButton, which is this little guy right here. It combines all of the buttons that are on my map by default and just saves you a little bit of clutter. Modern TargetFrame. This allows you to see the exact health on each mob in the game. Without this, you will not see that exact number. You will just see a blank green bar. You have an instant tracker. This allows you to see when you are ready for a new instance or if you're close to getting locked. Next, we have Nova World buffs, which we have a ton of layers at the moment, but you can see each individual layer, and then you can see if a buff is ready to be dropped or if it's on cooldown. Same thing for the Songflowers. You can see if a Songflower just recently got picked or anything like that. Super helpful for Songflowers and world buffs. And then we have PallyPower. Absolutely necessary once you step inside raiding, making it super easy to coordinate all of your buffs with the other paladins. Next is Plater. This is the add-on that I use for my nameplates. My profiles are in my Discord if you want to go there and copy and paste what they are. Simply just head over to profiles, go to import profile, and then just copy and paste the data into there. And that's it. Next, we have Questie, a super useful add-on to know where certain quests are, as well as the objectives for those quests. Next, we have Ranker, super helpful add-on to show how much honor you need to get to each new rank progress. This will allow you to know how much honor you need to hit that next milestone. Next up is RestedXP. I'm sure a lot of you know what this is by now. It's an in-game leveling guide crafted by some of the fastest levelers in the world. And I have to mention, I do have an affiliate link if you choose to support the channel. Next, we have Threat Classic 2. This is the threat add-on that I use. This is what it looks like whenever I'm in raid. Here are my settings. I have it set to enable custom player. I have it turned as red. And then this is my general settings if you want to copy those as well. Next, we have TSM. This is what I use for the auction house as well as gold making. It allows me to see how much gold I'm earning and go across each of my different characters. It also lets me see my sales, my expenses, and then my profits. And you can track this for as long as you have the add-on. And you can see right here, I had up to 120 gold and I bought my mount. So that's where a lot of my gold went. So it's pretty cool to see that. Next, we have Twitch emotes. Totally optional, but it's pretty cool to see certain Twitch emotes inside of chat. I think it's funny. It's quite entertaining in my opinion, but this one is totally optional. Next, we have WeakAuras, which we'll skip over briefly. We'll go to WeaponSwingTimer and Watch Training. Watch Training allows you to open up your spellbook and see what you can train at your class trainer. Super helpful to maybe not go back to your trainers often to train every single spell. For WeaponSwingTimer, here are my settings if you want to copy exactly the way I have it set up. And then finally, we have WeakAuras. All of my WeakAuras are linked in my Discord in the description below. Anytime I add a new WeakAura, I'll be sure to update the Discord as well. And that's pretty much it for all of the add-ons that I currently use. Feel free to reach out to me on Twitch or Discord if you have any questions. Be sure to like and subscribe for more videos just like this. Comment down below what you'd like to see next. And as always, I will see you in the next one.